some people hate it. I won't lie to you. There's a lot of people who see me on the road, I just get this dirty look and I'm like, okay man, it's okay. You don't have to like my car, you know.
Install. From quick search to in-depth research, do it all on our updated app.
My name's Ryan, been working on cars most of my life, and this is my 2009 135R. The car started out life as an automatic 135 twin turbo. It's been through a lot, so I've changed the gearbox. It's got a DCT 7-speed gearbox. I switched over from the twin turbo to a single big 67-65 Garrett turbo. It's got port methanol injection, stage 3 intercooler. It runs on a JB4 controller with MHD back-end flash. It's got anti-lag, whatever you can think of I've got on here. Still a standard motor, but I mean the motors are good for 750 horsepower. On the outside, I'm not too crazy about going more with the looks of the car. I mean, I like to keep it simple. Everything on here is also very much OEM plus, it's nothing over the top. So standard front bumper, which I like. It's just a small lip, small side skirts. These wheels only come factory on one BMW, which is a 135IS. That BMW came with an N54 engine with a DCT gearbox from factory. So I found it really cool that I found these wheels to put on my DCT swapped N54. And also they're not supposed to fit. So the fact that I got them to fit, it's cool. I was into cars my whole life. I always loved cars as a kid as well. I was looking at buying my first sports car, and this was one of the options. I had to look at a couple Audis, and that wasn't really for me. I'm a bit of a wild one. I like adrenaline and doing crazy things, so a car that goes sideways made me excited, you know. So I went and had a look at this car. It was for sale privately, and yeah, I fell in love with it the minute I drove it. I was set. I had no doubt about it. I wanted the car. Standard twin turbos on an N54, they cap out at about 500 horsepower, 300 kilowatts. And for me, that wasn't enough. I mean, I actually bought the car almost running that as it was. So I wanted more, and the single was the way to do it. So originally I started with a 3582, slightly smaller than this. Built the kit myself and got it running. And then, yeah, it just sort of, every time I broke a turbo, it went bigger and bigger. And now this is a fairly big GT35. I don't think I would go much bigger than this just because of the size of the engine. The auto gearboxes on these cars are not great. They're known for being really crappy. So with that, I ended up breaking quite a few of them. So I broke 3 gearboxes, and eventually I got tired of it. So I sent one in to get built to make it stronger. And it was holding up and it was good. There was nothing wrong with it. But it's just an old gearbox. It's very like slushy, and it just made the car feel like old, you know. So the DCT swap is something that you can do factory. This is like how it would come from BMW. Nothing is out of place, and it feels like a normal car. So the idea of being able to do that and getting a gearbox that is in M3s and, you know, the M cars of BMW's lineup, it made sense. It's a fast gearbox, it holds a lot of power, it bolts in really good. So it made a lot of sense, and I figured it out. I went and I did a lot of research and a lot of reading, looked up how to do the wiring, looked up how to get the coding done, so on, and yeah, it took me about a month and got it done. The hood exit, that was just a crazy idea. Friends of mine and I were just talking, and we're like, you know, how cool would it be if the exhaust came out the bonnet, you know, like no one's done it and it's just something different. So I'm crazy like that, and I was like, you know what, whatever, do it. Like let's try it out and see what happens. And initially I actually didn't commit to it. I just took the bonnet off and pointed the exhaust up, went to 2 meets like that, and everyone went crazy. So I was like, okay, you know what, this will work, this is gonna do what I want to do. So I went with it. We cut the bonnet, made the exhaust come out, and here we are. If I want to do something and no one can help me, chances are I'll try and do it myself. Even if I mess it up, it's okay, because that means I'll learn something, you know. So I've always been someone that does everything myself, and if I can, I will. So whenever there's something I need to figure out on the car, or there's a problem or something I want to try, I'll just sit and do some research, try and understand what I'm working with so that I can make it work. And that's pretty much the whole dynamic of this car. Is I've just put it together and made it work, and here we are. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever be done with it. This is a car that means very much to me, and I don't think that there would be any amount of money that I would let it go for, even if it was worth it. So plans for the car, my dream has always been to have a 1M, which is basically the M version of this car. Came out from BMW with super wide fenders. It's got the same engine, but it's a manual. They came with the M3 full suspension and all that. But it's just a really cool car, and they are limited production, so you don't see them a lot. So my plan here is to import a 1M body kit. It's a look-alike kit. It's identical to the OEM, and it will look exactly the same. Obviously, I'm not the type of person to brand it as a 1M, because it's not, but it will look like one, and that's the main thing for me. So I would like to get that done. It will be repainted in the same color, because this is my favorite color. And yeah, motor wise, I do plan on trying to get more power out of it, but you know, we're at a point now where the next step is 150 to 200,000, and I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. The car does what it needs to as it is, so maybe one day we'll get there, but I'm happy with it right now.
Cars.co.za. Not only is Cars.co.za the best place to find your dream car, but it's also the easiest place to sell your current car. Check out the sell car section on our main website. Simply list your car's details and all of our dealers will take bids on your car. You just choose the highest price. Boom, your car's gone. On to your next one. Right, thanks very much for watching the video. Okay, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm finished now.